Title: When Daughters Rise. In a quiet town called Elridge, there lived a man named Daniel Hart. He was strong, proud, and respected by many. His wife, Mira, was a kind and soft-spoken woman who loved him dearly. Together they had 3 beautiful daughters, Liana, Talia, and Cara. Their home should have been filled with laughter and love. But it was not. Daniel wanted a son. To him, daughters were not enough. He believed a man's name must be carried on by a male child. After Cara, their 3rd daughter, was born, he changed. He stopped smiling. He stopped talking to Mira unless he was angry. He began to say things no wife should ever hear. "You are cursed. You can only produce girls. What use are you to me?" He called his daughters a waste of strength. Mira cried quietly at night, but she never stopped loving her daughters. She held them close and whispered, "You are my light. One day, the world will see your worth." When Daniel refused to care for his daughters, Mira stepped in. She woke up before the sun and slept long after it had set. She took charge of everything: feeding, clothing, school fees, and love. She began by selling bags, jewelry, and wares around the town. She walked under the burning sun with her youngest tied to her back, and the other 2 holding onto her coat. Some people mocked her. Others pitied her. But none helped. There were days she sold by the roadside with a small umbrella over her head. Her voice would go hoarse from shouting, "Fresh apples! Sweet bananas! Come and buy!" Sometimes they ate bread. Sometimes they drank water with sugar. Many nights they went to bed hungry. But they were always together. Liana, the eldest, helped with cooking. Talia helped with dishes. Cara made everyone laugh. Even in hardship there was joy. Daniel's family made things worse. His sisters and mother called Mira names. "She is barren of sons. Send her away and take another wife. She has no value." They looked down on the girls. At family events, they were made to sit aside while the boys of the family were celebrated. Mira stayed silent, not because she was weak, but because she chose peace for her daughters. She knew their strength would speak for them someday. And it did. Years passed. Liana got a scholarship to study abroad. She worked part-time jobs, sometimes cleaning toilets and waiting tables. She became a lawyer and then a judge. Talia, always curious, became a medical doctor. She started health clinics in towns that had never seen a stethoscope. Cara, the baby, grew into a powerful voice. She became a journalist and media personality, speaking for the voiceless and forgotten. The 3 girls, daughters once rejected, were now women the world could not ignore. Their mother, Mira, wore simple clothes. But her head was always held high. She now lived in a house the girls built for her, bigger than the one Daniel once boasted about. He smiled every day. Her daughters never forgot her sacrifices. One day news came that Daniel was ill. His riches were gone. His 2nd wife had left him. His family no longer came to visit. He lived alone in a small apartment in town. He sent word to his daughters, "I want to see my children. I want to see Mira." For the first time in decades, he called them his children. Mira sat quietly, staring at the message. Her daughters sat beside her. Liana spoke first. "He never wanted us," Talia said. "He never lifted a finger for us." Cara looked down. "But he is still our father." They went to see him. Daniel was now a shadow of himself. His once strong frame had thinned. His eyes held regret. When Mira entered the room, he began to cry. "I was wrong," he said. "I threw away gold while looking for dust. Forgive me." Mira didn't say anything. She looked at the man who had caused her so much pain. The girls stood behind her, tall, graceful, successful. They did not cry. Liana stepped forward. "You did not raise us," Talia added. "You left our mother to carry everything." Cara, ever the speaker, said, "But we are not here to hate you. We are here to show you what a woman can build even when broken." Daniel asked if he could return to the family. He wanted to live with them. He wanted to be called Daddy again. The girls looked at their mother. Mira spoke calmly. We have forgiven you. But forgiveness is not always a return to the way things were. You left us when we had nothing. We will not leave you now that we have plenty. But you must understand, we are no longer the same. They arranged for his care. They ensured he lacked nothing. But they did not move him into their homes. Love they had. Hatred they did not. But trust, that was something time had stolen. Today Liana is a Supreme Court judge. Talia runs a foundation for women's health. Cara hosts a national TV show and speaks to millions. Mira is often seen at charity events, smiling beside her daughters. People now call her Mama of Queens. Daniel lives comfortably in a home paid for by the very daughters he once rejected. Sometimes he looks at their photos and weeps. They became everything he thought they could never be, without him. And that, perhaps, is the lesson. Should they have taken him back? That is for you to decide. But remember, love does not always mean forgetting. And forgiveness does not always mean returning to what once was.